Hello students, today we will learn value of polynomial, zeros of polynomial and remainder theorem and factor theorem. In previous lecture we have done the basic fundamentals of polynomials. Now today let us see the value of polynomial, zeros of polynomial and remainder and factor theorem. So now value of a polynomial. Let Px be any polynomial. Let Px be any polynomial then x is equal to a. Then x is equal to a. If we take x is equal to a, p it becomes pa. If we take x is equal to a, it becomes pa. Pa is value of the polynomial. Px be any polynomial, then if we take the value of x as a, so what pa is value of polynomial. For an example, find p of minus 2 if p of y is equal to 3y square minus 2y plus 1. We have to find out here p of minus 2. So now p of minus 2 becomes 3 in bracket minus 2 whole square minus 2 in bracket minus 2 plus 1. So what it becomes? Minus 2 whole square, that is 4. 4 into 3, 12. Minus minus plus 4 plus 1. This is 17. One more example. If Pt is equal to t square minus 3t plus 2, find P0 and P1. So Pt is given, we have to find out P0 and P1. So what will get? P0. So 0 means the value of t is equal to 0. So substitute here the value of T0. It becomes 0 minus 3 into 0. So plus 2. So that is 2. Similarly, P of 1 becomes 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 2. So that is 1 minus 3 plus 2. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So these are the values of polynomial. Now the next topic that we have to discuss is zeros of polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. Now let here one thing, in case of zeros, you can write ZEROES, or sometimes you can also write ZEROS, zeros. So zeros, let Px be a polynomial. Here Px be any polynomial, Px, Py, Fy, Ft, Ht, whatever you can take as polynomial. So here we have taken just Px be any polynomial, then for which value of x, Px becomes 0. For which value of x, let Px be any polynomial for which value of x Px becomes 0 is called is called zeros of polynomial. Is called zeros of polynomial. Now take an example. Take an example. Find zeros of polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6. Find zeros of a polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6. Now let us see the solution. Let it becomes 3x, x square minus 5x plus 6. Polynomial is x square minus 5x plus 6. Now we have to find out zeros of this polynomial. Zeros means for which value of x px becomes 0. So now for zeros px is equal to 0. The condition that we apply, px becomes 0. So now factorizing x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. By splitting middle term, we will break it. So 6 will get 3 into 2, that is x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6, which is equal to 0. Implies that x in bracket x minus 3 minus 2 common x minus 3 is equal to 0. So implies that x minus 3 in other bracket x minus 2 becomes 0. Implies that x is equal to 2 and 3. Here we will get two values. So find zeros of polynomial. So we will write here answer. Zeros of px are 2 and 3. Here we will get two values. Sometimes one value we will get, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. It depends on the degree of polynomial. It depends on the degree of polynomial. So take another example. Find zeros of polynomial pt 3t minus 2. Find zeros of polynomial, or simply here simply is linear polynomial. So you will get 1 0. So in question it must may be written find 0 of the polynomial. So for zeros pt becomes 0. For zeros pt becomes 0. So what will happen? 3t minus 2 implies that this becomes 0. So that is t is equal to 2 by 3. So therefore what we can say, 0 of polynomial is 2 by 3. 0 of the polynomial is 2 by 3. So here we will get only 1 0. So this is zeros of polynomial. Now let us see here some points that we have to remember in zeros of polynomial. Notes. These are the important points that we have to discuss. First point, a constant polynomial does not have any zero. A constant polynomial does not have any zero. If any polynomial is written px and that is minus 3, so what you can say that it becomes minus 3 x raised to power 0. its degree is 0 because of constant polynomial. So here variable is not there, so that means if we take, we cannot write minus 3 is equal to 0 because minus 3 is a constant, so it don't have any 0. Now the second point, every linear polynomial has exactly 1 0. For an example, you take an example of linear polynomial. In that case, you will get exactly 1 0. So let py is equal to 2y minus 3. Let py is equal to 2y minus 3. So for zeros, 2y minus 3 becomes 0, implies that y is equal to 3 by 2. So every linear polynomial has exactly 1 0. Now third point, zero, that is 0, may or may not be the zeros of the polynomial. 0 means numeral 0. It may or may not be zeros of given polynomial. So for this example, here it is a linear polynomial and zeros are 3 by 2 only 1 0. In quadratic polynomial, we have taken the polynomial x square minus 5x plus 6. In that case, we'll get 2 zeros. But these zeros are 2 and 3. So sometimes here we'll get 0 of the zeros polynomial, or it may not be the zeros of the polynomial. Next point, fourth point, a polynomial may have repeated zeros. Any polynomial may have repeated zeros. We will find out if they have same zeros. That means the value of x is same in each case. That means it is applicable only in case of quadratic, cubic and so on. It is not applicable in case of linear because it has repeated 0. So let px is equal to x square minus 4x plus 4. X square minus 4x plus 4. So this is equal to x minus 2 whole square. X square plus 4 minus 4x. So now for zeros, px becomes 0. The condition is for zeros means px becomes 0. So now if you take, it implies that x minus 2 whole square is equal to 0. Here how many factors are there? X minus 2 into x minus 2. 2 factors are there. So we can write it as x minus 2 in other bracket x minus 2 becomes 0. So implies that a into b is 0. If you take a is 0, you will get x2. If you take b 0, again you will get x is equal to 2. So that means x is equal to 2 comma 2. So that means here it has repeated 0. It has repeated zeros. Now one more point that we have to discuss. That is number 5 point. in any polynomial number of zeros cannot in any polynomial number of zeros cannot be more than its degree. That is very important point. In any polynomial number of zeros cannot be more than its degree. So that means for a linear polynomial we will get 1 0. This point we have already discussed. It has exactly 1 0. But for quadratic polynomial, it has maximum 2 0. Maximum 2 0. Its degree is 2. So number of zeros is maximum 2. It may be 1, it may be 0. This concept we'll learn in class 10. Once again, in case of quadratic polynomial, it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. This is in the form of a parabola, and the graph is in the form of parabola that we have to discuss in class 10. And it is upward parabola if a is greater than 0, it is downward parabola if a is less than 0. Where it intersects number of zeros, that means where it if y is a function of x, then the number of zeros means point of intersection on x-axis. This concept we will learn in class 10. So now here in quadratic polynomial we will get maximum 2 0. Cubic polynomial, it has maximum 3 0. So that means in any polynomial number of 0 cannot be more than its degree. It cannot be more than its degree. So that means if it is linear, here we will get exactly 1 0. In quadratic, 2 maximum. In cubic, 3 maximum. Similarly in biquadratic, 4 maximum, and so on. Now the next topic is division algorithm. Now let us see division algorithm. Let px and gx be any two polynomial. Let px and gx be any two polynomial such that degree of px is greater than or equal to degree of gx, then by dividing px by gx, we get quotient qx and remainder are x. This is division algorithm. Px and gx be any two polynomial such that the condition is px is greater than degree of px is greater than degree of gx. Then by dividing px by gx, we will divide px by gx. So what we get? We get quotient qx and remainder rx. So what we can write? Now we have a formula, that is dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. This formula we know. So in that case, dividend is px divided by gx multiplied by quotient is qx plus remainder is Rx. So this is division algorithm. Here the condition is the first condition that is given, degree of Px must be greater than or equal to degree of Gx. And one more thing, either here what we'll get, either Rx is equal to 0, either will get remainder 0. If remainder is not 0, in that case degree of Rx is always less than degree of Gx. That means either will get remainder 0. If remainder is not 0, in that case degree of Rx, that is remainder, is always less than degree of Gx. Now let us see some example to understand this division algorithm. Take an example. Verified example. Verify division algorithm for the polynomial Px that is equal to 2x raised to power 4 minus 6x cube plus 2x square minus x plus 2 and Gx is x plus 2. So we have to verify division algorithm for this given polynomial. Now for the verification, first we do a long division method to verify it, and after that we will verify the result. There is one more alternative method by which we can verify it. So we can check it. Now let us see our division algorithm. Since division algorithm is solution, division algorithm is Px is equal to Gx multiplied by Qx plus Rx. This we have to verify. So first we will divide this polynomial by Gx. Now by long division method, divided by x plus 2, this is 2x raised to power 4 minus 6x cube plus 2x square minus x plus 2. So now it is 2x4. Here it is x. So the quotient is 2x raised to power 3. 2x raised to power 3 divided by x to find out the quotient. 2x4 divided by x, what will get? 2x cube. So multiply 2x raised to power 4 plus 2 into 2, 4x cube plus 4x cube. Now on subtraction, minus sign changes. This division you have done in class 8th. So now let us see. 2x, 2x4 cancel out. Minus 6 minus 4 minus 10x cube plus 2x square minus x plus 2. And after that, by which number we will divide? So minus 10x cube divided by x. So what will get? Minus 10x square. Minus 10x square. The next term is minus 10x square. So minus, it becomes minus 10x cube minus 20x square minus 20x square. Now subtract it, plus is again sign change, plus is cancel out. 20x square plus 2, it becomes 22x square minus x plus 2. Again 22x square by x, that is 22x. So plus 22x it becomes 22x square plus 44x plus 44x minus is plus, so cancel out, minus 44x minus x minus 45x plus 2 minus 45x plus 2, here it is x, so divided by, you will get minus 45, so minus 45x minus 45 into 2 minus 90, so now on subtraction it is plus, cancel out, it is plus, so it becomes 92. Now here the remainder is 92. So the first point that we have to check, degree of remainder. The degree, this is a constant, so its degree is 0, and degree of this gx, that is 1. So degree of remainder is less than degree of gx. This is first point you must know. So now it is verified, the first point, and now we will verify division algorithm. So this is the quotient, this is the divisor, and remainder is 92. So now verify, that is, this is the verification. So now px is equal to, therefore px is equal to, px must be gx multiplied by qx plus rx. Now multiply to verify px. So gx is x plus 2. This is x plus 2. In other bracket, what you will get? 2x cube. This is verification. 2x cube minus 10x square plus 22x minus 45, and plus remainder is 92, plus 92. Now simplify it, multiplied by x, so it becomes 2x raised to power 4 minus 10x cube plus 22x square minus 45x. Now multiplied by 2, 2 into 2, 4, x cube minus 20x square plus 44x minus 90 plus 92. So what we will get? This is 2x raised to power 4 minus 10x cube minus plus 4x cube. So this is minus 6x cube, 22x square and 20x square, so on negative sign, so it is plus 2x square minus 45x plus 44x, that is minus x, and minus 90 plus 92 is equal to 2. So this is the value of px. So check it. Px is equal to 2x raised to power 4 minus 6x cube plus 2x square minus x plus 2. So that means it verifies division algorithm. Now here remainder is 92. Now how to check? This is division by x plus 2. Division by x plus 2. So zeros are x is equal to minus 2. Now check it. If x plus 2 is equal to 0, implies that x is equal to minus 2. So now p of minus 2, you find p of minus 2. So p of x is this much, substitute here value 2 times minus 2 raised to power 4 minus 6 minus 2 raised to power 3 plus 2 times minus 2 raised to power 2 minus and minus, it becomes plus 2 plus 2. So 2 raised to power 4 minus 2 raised to power 4 16 into 2, 32, minus 8, minus plus 48, minus plus 4 into 2, 8, and plus 2 to 4. Now add it, 92. So P of minus 2 is 92. So now this is the remainder. This is the remainder. So we can find out remainder when this polynomial is divided by this. So remainder becomes P of minus 2. So without doing this long division, we can also find out remainder by using this method. That is the alternative method to get the remainder. This we have to discuss in next video. In next theorem, we will learn this theorem from where we get these results. So now, thank you, and we will meet in next video.